Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Welcome back to this week's first episode of Stock Tip Daily Update, and I must say this was an interesting day indeed. So the markets got hammered today, and I don't know what to say. So I haven't seen such a sell-off in 2020 since the COVID pandemic began. So you can see the S&P 500 closed with minus 3.9% in minus, and at one point it was minus 4.16%. The Nasdaq finished with minus 4.65%, the IVM with minus 4.70%, and all in all it was a slaughter. You can see here one gap, another bigger, even bigger gap, and it was also sold out. So it was also sold off, so we didn't get to see not one gap attack this whole time. Also intraday, so this is the intraday chart, we are still riding the 9-day moving average here, the 9-day EMA, and the market isn't looking good at all. But if you can remember, since February or March, I've been saying that the market is bound to reach the 200 EMA in the weekly chart, and we are slowly but surely getting there. So as you can see, the 200 EMA in the weekly chart has in the past given us good support here and a good place to bounce off it. I think it got touched and it got hurt a bit in the past. For example, here in 2018, it got attacked here, but it managed to finish the week above, and as such it managed to do an outside reversal. So I think we might just expect something like this. If I'm being honest, I'm counting on a attack of the Fibonacci 50 here, and if you pay closely attention, this would mean exactly 3,500. So I discussed last week and actually the previous weeks I discussed my strategy here. So I was riding the market, I was riding this bounce, this wannabe rally, and as the market kept consolidating here, I said if you get I actually managed to, or I thought about, and I actually did it, I managed to close 1/3 of my positions here, so to cash out a bit, just to be sure, because the markets didn't seem to go nowhere. And then I said, okay, if the markets are going to break out above this resistance line, then I'm going to go all in again. And if the markets are going to break down, respectively close beyond this, so below this support line, then I would liquidate my long positions, and that is exactly what I did. So here is the point where I liquidated my long positions, and I waited a CPI which came on Friday, and with the negative CPI, this is the point where I went short in the market, and I've shorted it, and I've held on to my position, and only just today at the close I've closed half my position. So I was pretty aggressive here with the short, and to my luck, my short position turned out to be something of a genius. So I was a bit mad for missing out on this short occasion here. I was very angry for missing out, and I've said to myself, if another opportunity arises like this one before, then I'm sure to get it, and sure to not let it pass. And this was it. Now, where is the market heading? Where, in my opinion, the market is heading to this range here, 3,600 or 3,500, 3,550, but I think 3,500 is also possible. Well, to be on the safe side, I think I'm going to close my position at 3,600. So I think this is the point where I'm going to close it, and basically just where the 200 MA is. This is a tick tick more. This is 3,650, so perhaps this is the point where I'm going to close my my short position here and wait the market out and just wait and see what's going to happen. Also, after this day's move, my stop is now at 3,000. I'm trading the SPY actually, so my stop is at the moment at 382.6 or 383, somewhere in this region. So basically in the range of a gap attack and 20 EMA. So this is where my stop is right now. So I might lose 20% of my winnings so far, but you can never stop at the top. And that's why I'm letting it go like this. But if you are going to reach 3,600 or 3,650, so I think by 3,650, respectively 365 here in the S&P 500, let me see. So 363, 365, I'm going to take another half of my position and wait and see what's going to happen. So I will be left with one quarter of my initial position if we reach this target. So all in all, even though the market didn't rally in the end, I still made a nice, a very good profit here, 10% portfolio value loan out of this trade here, more than 10%, and I couldn't be happier with it. I also did something wild today, so I actually entered day trade here, and it paid off. It paid off quite good. So I entered AERC, Aeroclean Technology. So Aeroclean had a massive rally beginning here by 2.43 and ending the day at 17.25, and post market we are at 18. So you can see here 618% in 6 days, in 6 trading days. So it's a huge move up, and actually I think I should cash in on it, but the volume is keeping me from doing it. So I thought to myself this would be a flag here, and this is the next breakout after the flag, and this might go a bit higher. Respectively, this might just reach this range here, 26. So this is my my reasoning here. My stop is now at let me see, my stop is at 13.5, and I'm trading it based on the, like always, 30-minute chart, so 13.5. So here is my stop, and I'm just hoping for one more good day. With one more good day I would be able to reach 25, and that's it for me. Another good position. So what's stopping me from saying, okay, this is it? I might be wrong, I admit, but I'm taking a look here at the volume. So I'm expecting actually an exhausted candle here. So an exhausted candle, that would mean a volume comparable to this volume here, and as you can see, we just don't have it yet. We are on the right track, but we just don't have it yet. So until then, I said to myself, okay, perhaps we get one more good day, and this would make all the difference in the world for me. So this was my trade to my trades today. As for the market, so I think the market is still bearish. So we have one gap, 2 gaps. So we need to close both gaps. But I think that we shall see the move just as we reach this major support line here, or probably the next one at 3,500. Is it going to be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? I don't know. I couldn't in the world find the exact date when Powell is going to Powell is going to post the next rate hike. Is it going to be 50% or is it going to be 75%? But I still think we are going to reach at least this target here, the 200 moving average, before it happens. So cross your fingers. After that, I'm pretty willing to go all in on the long side. I just need the right signal for it, and by going all in, you have again more opportunities, so you have more possibilities. One possibility is just to turn around and go long on the SPY. The other possibility is the one I'm waiting for, the one I've been waiting for since February, since this low here, respectively some call options that are going to blast. So this is what I was waiting for, this is what I tried here, and I still made a bit of a profit. I didn't want to sell out at the top here. I wanted to hold on to it, but I did sell it as soon as we closed here, as soon as we close beneath this support line. So this is where I sold it. Well, as for today, I think you can be a bit careful and not go all in on the short side after 4 major days down. So we are now in the last 4 days, if you take into account also this day. So let's just take the last 3 days with 2 major gaps. We are down 10%, so I don't think this is the right moment to go opening new short positions. So if you haven't yet, then I think you should wait for a bounce. It's either going to be a bounce back to the 9 or to the 20 moving average, or it's going to be the beginning of a rally as soon as we reach the 306,000 mark here. Any more than that, I don't think it's going to be in the cards for the time being. So let's see how the others fare. So the Nasdaq has pretty much reached this level right now, the level we've been waiting for this whole time. So in the past, the Nasdaq has bounced out of the 200 weekly EMA here, and here, and IVM, well, I won't take it into account anymore, but has also reached a 50 Fibonacci again, and Euro to US dollar is also closing in on the last support line. So I don't know, we might just have another day, or we might have another week, but I'm preparing myself for another day, just for another day before we get to go long. So at least that's what I'm preparing myself for. Euro to US dollar, like I've showed you, is still shy of the last support line of this major, the most major, or how do you want to call it, support line of all time. So this must hold again. Oil, another slightly positive day. Gold and silver, like they already disappointed, just the way they already disappointed, so they are negative again. And as you can see here, we've left this range and we've left it on the downside. So I'm now pretty bearish on the gold and on silver. I don't like them at all at that time. Okay, so that's pretty much all I had to report from the markets. That's all. Also my strategy for the next coming days, also for the possibility that we are going to get a bounce or a rally this week. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be this week or next week, but I'm taking it into account, and let's just see how it's going to play out and take advantage of any new opportunities heading our way. So that's all for now. Join me again tomorrow, and thanks for watching. Bye.